Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jerry Sanders, President and CEO of LEAD San Diego and the San Diego Regional Chamber of Commerce. It's my pleasure to welcome you to LEAD San Diego's 18th Annual Visionary Awards. This event's a little different this year, but this whole year is different. And never before have we seen leaders like all of you rise to the occasion like we've seen you do over the last several months. This year's theme is Together We Lead. We selected that theme before the pandemic based on the growing divisiveness in our country and the need for collaboration and understanding. We couldn't have known how important the concept of togetherness would be now. Though we're all separated, we're still connected, and in some ways at a deeper level than we were before. We've been united by crisis, the pandemic, the civil unrest, the disruption of how we used to work, educate, govern, and socialize. You are all here because you care about community. You care about finding a way forward. You care about learning, understanding, and finding common ground between us. We're proud to have you in the LEAD family because together there's no limit to what we can do. We hear so much about what is wrong with our country. Today is about what is right and what is working. We're here to celebrate the people who are showing up every day for years with their innovative ideas, their collaborative approaches, and their commitment to making our community a better place. We have quite a few elected officials here with us, some of whom have been through LEAD programs and others who've spoken to our classes. A special welcome to all of you. Thank you for being here. For 38 years, LEAD has been cultivating our region's most effective leaders, providing them with the knowledge, tools, and network to make meaningful change. None of it would be possible without the support of our partners. U.S. Bank is our title sponsor and has been a longtime supporter of LEAD's mission. We're very grateful for the bank's support today and through the years. It's my pleasure to welcome Erica Opstead, Senior Vice President, National Manager, Community Affairs and Engagement Department, Corporate Social Responsibility for U.S. Bank. Erica is also a LEAD board member and a 2011 graduate of our Influence program.
Thank you, Jerry. It is an extraordinary privilege to open this gathering on behalf of my colleagues at U.S. Bank and in virtual fellowship with all of you as we celebrate visionary leaders here in America's finest city. I want to begin by paying my deepest respects and acknowledging the leadership, resilience, courage, and commitment of the leaders we are celebrating today. Although this is not the celebration we had hoped for, it is truly a remarkable gathering within a virtual space that we've come to better comprehend. Our mantra, as Jerry mentioned, through this day is Together We Lead. In preparing my remarks, I was reminded of my own leadership experience in the early weeks of the pandemic and strict quarantine. And I believe there are many of you out there who can also relate. Each day would start at 4 or 5 a.m. and end at 8 or 9, all the while believing that I alone had to do something to shepherd my team through and our communities through the chaos and the ambiguity. Gratefully, my misguided choice of leadership direction shifted back into the appropriate gear early on when my mighty team of U.S. Bank CSR leaders led together and deployed several $1 million in operating grants for COVID relief in just 2 weeks, using a grant program that normally takes us 3 months to process and deploy. Reflecting on the synergistic leadership of my team and how that work fundamentally changed the way we will manage philanthropy going forward, I recognized 4 major principles that really help understand leading together. First, focus on a common purpose. Think about the issues, not the institutions. We must look past ourselves and to the purpose of our work and the people we are trying to support. Second, share. Share ideas, share the journey, share the accountability, and when it's due, share the credit. Third, adopt an ecosystem mindset. Shift your mindset to think about the wider context with which you are acknowledging that you as an individual fit into the larger whole. And finally, leverage partnerships. Play to the strengths. Collaboration is more than a division of labor. It is a partnership where we truly can be a greater sum of our parts. My wish for all of you today is that you allow our virtual Visionary Awards gathering serve as a reminder that even though we're not face-to-face or arm in arm right now, our community, city, state, and country needs open-minded, inventive, and synergistic leaders who know how to optimize the power of collaboration, because together we lead.
Thank you, Erica. I also want to thank these organizations for their support of LEAD, our theme sponsor, Bank of America, our community spotlight sponsor, Wells Fargo, our live stream sponsor, San Diego Gas and Electric, our show sponsor, Toft Group Executive Search, our award sponsors, ABC 10 News, Qualcomm, Jones, and Southwest Airlines, the official airline of LEAD San Diego. Thank you for your investment in LEAD and all you do for our San Diego community. Now I'd like to welcome our Vice President of Leadership and Engagement and a 2013 Impact graduate, Elizabeth Fitzsimons.
Thank you, Jerry. Good afternoon, LEAD family. What a year, and what a year for LEAD. Thank you for being with us today. With your support, today and through the year, our inventive LEAD team was able to pivot and chart a new course. We started off the year with our influence program for CEOs and senior executives in early March. Coronavirus was in the news, and we had extra hand sanitizer just in case anyone wanted it. But a week later, we were all shut down. In those early days of the pandemic, when everyone and everything felt upside down, we partnered with LEAD board member Stephen Jones to launch Leading in a New Reality, a webinar series meant to inform and empower our LEAD family and beyond as leaders of teams and leaders of families, trying to navigate our rapidly changing world. Our friends at ABC 10 News, where LEAD board member Leon Clark is the general manager, began supporting the series, live streaming the episodes on systemic racism, police reform, the education gap, and voting, attracting thousands of views. In May, we took the 4th year of our advanced program for women leaders to Zoom. We knew we had to lean into this moment. Organizations are more nimble, more innovative, and more empathetic when men and women are leading together, and we really need that right now. That advanced class is 57 women strong, our largest class yet, and they are an incredible group. In June, we graduated our 2020 Impact class, an impressive group of leaders who quickly adapted to the challenges of the pandemic, adjusting their work with their nonprofit partner agencies to produce results that were timely and effective. Those nonprofit partners were A Step Beyond, Doors of Change, Ilan Lyell Foundation, Kim Center for Social Balance, Second Chance, and 0800. Last month, we welcomed our 2021 Impact class for their 10-month journey into the industries and issues that make up San Diego's DNA. Our San Diego young leaders have kept their focus tight on community, diving into housing, transportation, and our amazing Padres, all while building relationships across industries. If you participated in a LEAD program this year or are an alumnus of one of our programs, please show yourselves in the chat. Program and year, go. In all of our programs this year, a question has come up time and again. We feel overwhelmed by the world. We want to do something. But what can we do? How can we make an impact? The answer is to always start where you are. Focus on your own sphere of influence. Lead there. Leadership might not look the same for everyone. Not everyone is going to run for office or be the CEO, but each of us, in our own way, can make a difference in this world. We are all bound together by our shared experiences in LEAD programs or our connections to the inspiring projects that our leaders complete in support of our community. All of us on this live stream scattered across San Diego and beyond, in our living rooms and our kitchens, at our offices, and in this studio in Kearny Mesa, we are all connected by LEAD. We share values, we share commitment. Together, we lead.
I am leading down ballot voter education for families in my community.
I'm leading my sons, Henry and Austin, into the great outdoors to enjoy some socially distanced fresh air.
I'm leading by practicing patience.
I am leading efforts to keep our community safe during COVID-19.
I'm leading this kitchen on a culinary journey.
I am leading in equity and education.
I'm leading by working with other theme parks and San Diego tourism partners to develop cohesive COVID safety measures so that we can all build a path forward for tourism.
I'm leading efforts on behalf of Cross Border Express to unite our community in support of some of the most vulnerable members of our Cali-Baja mega region.
I am leading a strategic planning process with a Native Alaskan corporation in Anchorage.
I am leading with kindness and grace.
I'm leading the fight to end epilepsy.
I am leading and empowering the next generation of leaders, over 23,000 Girl Scouts.
I'm leading a sisterhood that empowers women to write their own narrative and create cyclical change.
I'm leading by being there for my friends through this challenging time.
I am leading for a more just, equitable, and inclusive cross-border region.
LEAD was a great experience for me in 1995. I had moved here from the Midwest in 1989, and San Diego grew on me pretty fast. I was mostly a lawyer, first at a big law firm and later in local government, and I talked to lawyers, thought like a lawyer, probably annoyed many people like a lawyer. But that was my perspective. LEAD widened my perspective. It opened my eyes to what San Diego was all about, the people, the business, the border, the arts, the culture of collaboration and invention. It taught me that San Diego is an adolescent city, not old and formed like New York or Chicago, but young, smart, good-looking, and looking ahead to decide on a future. I learned here what regular people, not, lawyers, were doing to help San Diego grow up. And LEAD informed and inspired my own decision to enter public service. That inspiration drove my decision to sponsor a member of my staff to attend LEAD every year. I've spoken to the class whenever I'm invited and able. I served on the board for a time. I got a couple nice awards, and I've donated to the cause. I want other young people who are engaged and curious and committed to making our world a little bit better to continue to benefit from LEAD San Diego. I thought of LEAD grads as people who want to be good parents for our city, to keep our neighborhoods nice and our families and children safe, to value and protect our amazing park system with its fantastic trails and open spaces and its gorgeous beaches and bays, and to cherish the character and architecture of the many small and distinct neighborhoods that feel like home. At the same time, we encourage and embrace the thrills of a thriving metropolis. This is a tough time in which to lead during a global pandemic, with the economy in a medically induced coma. As a nation, we're divided and bitter like few of us can remember in our lifetimes. In California, the golden dream sometimes seems threatened. And there and here in San Diego, it's tough for many to pay the bills. And everywhere, we're just a little bit nervous about how these elections are going to turn out, aren't we? Today, we recognize a few special people who devote themselves to parenting our city even during these tough times. Look around you. You'll see people who spend their time caring for the poor, philanthropists whose generous financial contributions make our community better, business leaders who think beyond their own bottom lines to the well-being of the community. This is our challenge to each other. Everyone here has a stake in our region's future. Let's make our region great. Don't be deterred by apathy or cynicism. Be an involved parent for our city. And remember how important parenting is, even if your child doesn't immediately appreciate how hard you work at it and how much you care. Thank you for supporting LEAD and for coming today. Congratulations to all of the great award winners. Be well and do what Tony Fauci says.
Waiting to welcome you today. So, hi everyone, I'm Robin Toft, a 2017 Influence grad, and it's been my absolute pleasure to serve as chair of the LEAD Board of Directors this year. I want to recognize first Dennis Dubard, a member of the LEAD Board's Executive Committee and Community and Government Relations Manager for General Dynamics NASCO. Dennis has worked tirelessly with the LEAD team on this event, and for that we're so grateful and grateful. Thank you, Dennis. I'm very fortunate to work with a fantastic board. They care about our region and making sure that we're equipping the leaders we need today and developing those who will lead us into the future. They're our ambassadors, our recruiters, and they are deeply involved in our programming. We also have many current participants with us today. To all of you, thank you for the commitment you have made to yourselves, to your organizations, and to this community. And thank you to the organizations who made it possible for them to participate. You may have checked out the participants list on Zoom when you arrived. Many of you are alumni of LEAD programs, and all are supporters of our mission to educate, inspire, and connect leaders for positive change. This is a powerful network. We saw that in the video. Together we lead. We want to keep growing this network and keep growing the power of our programs. At last year's Visionary Awards, our chair, Jeff Gaddis, asked us for your support of a scholarship fund to increase access to our programming and to break down any barriers to participating. This year, because of your support, LEAD awarded scholarship funds to 23 leaders, the highest number yet for LEAD. Thank you for making that possible. With your support of our scholarship program, we can ensure that any leader who wants to participate can do so. So today, we're asking for you to show your support for our scholarship fund in the chat. That means type in a number, and someone from our staff will follow up with you. Let's get a competition going. Every contribution helps. Thank you so much for being here. And now I want to introduce LEAD's 2021 Chair of the Board and a 2017 Impact Grad, Idara Ogunsaju. Idara, take it away.
Thank you, Robin. Hello, everyone. As difficult as this year has been, it's also been an incredible time for creativity, ingenuity, and growth. We humans are incredibly capable and resilient. We're reimagining what might be possible for our communities, our organizations, our families, and ourselves. As I look at the new year, I feel excited to work with our board for LEAD, as well as the team with LEAD, and all of you, to build on this newfound creativity, a willingness to consider new ways of doing things. Our alumni are our greatest asset, and we're looking forward to engaging you in new ways next year, virtually and in person. To show how much we appreciate you for showing up for LEAD today and always, we're giving away 10 Southwest round-trip tickets. So when you're ready to travel, you can take that much-needed getaway or go to the loved ones who you've been separated from. We want you to rest, refuel, and recharge so you can keep doing what you do so well. We want you to keep leading. The LEAD team has randomly drawn names from our list of registrants for today's event, and I'll read them to you now. We'll be in touch after the show to get your ticket to you. Here we go. Hayden Cook, Shelley Parks, Pedro Villegas, Laura Rice, Eleanor Olivas, Dan Fulkerson, Perry Yee, Ben Price, Nancy Rowland. It is now my pleasure to kick off what we've all been waiting for, the awards. Our guide is a San Diego institution in her own right, someone who has earned our trust over the many years. She has brought the news of the day into our homes and offices through our TVs, our computers, and phones. Kimberly Hunt is an 8-time Emmy Award-winning anchor for ABC 10 News, a longtime partner to Lead San Diego. Kimberly got her start as a researcher for the late Peter Jennings and launched a journalism career that took her to a producing job at Monday Night Football, then anchor positions in Monterey and San Diego. She has interviewed sitting presidents, Oprah Winfrey, and other military, political, and business leaders. She has reported live from the Academy Awards, Super Bowl, political conventions, and other events. Everyone, please welcome Kimberly Hunt.
Thank you, Adara. I'm thrilled to be part of this event recognizing some amazing leaders this year. And today we'll be hearing about a number of visionary individuals who identified a need, focused their knowledge and skills, and found their path to leadership. So without further ado, we'll start with our first award, the Ronald Kendrick Memorial Award for Regional Collaboration. As you might guess, this award recognizes the partnerships and bridge building that benefits our entire region. Here to present our first award are Dr. Stephen Jones of Jones and Associates Consulting and Mary Knorr from Bank of America.
Thank you, Kimberly. Ronald Kendrick was a soft-spoken and kind man who contributed to the San Diego community for more than 4 decades. Ron was a longtime executive at Union Bank. He served as Lead's chair back in 1990, and he was known for his commitment to civic engagement as well as bringing others together through consensus building.
Today, we honor an individual whose leadership has brought our community together. A San Diego native, his work improves the lives of tens of thousands of families across the county, from our region's youngest to oldest residents. Let's find out more about this committed collaborator.
Spending most of his life in San Diego, Rudolph A. Johnson III knows the impact that Neighborhood House Association programs can have on a family's life.
Rudy is extremely great at what he does as the president and CEO of the Neighborhood House Association, because he provides vision. He provides care and empathy for all of the employees, more than 800 employees, as well as all of the families and the children and their programs and services. I can't imagine the Neighborhood House Association without Rudy. I can't imagine San Diego without the Neighborhood House Association.
Each day, he is inspired by the challenges families, children, and seniors face to make ends meet. Because as a child, Rudolph Johnson participated in Neighborhood House's federal Head Start program.
The qualities which make Rudy a great leader are his compassion, dedication, and personal commitment to improving the quality of life and building a better future for those NHA serves on a daily basis. I have witnessed Rudy's leadership up close when we work together at the convention center. He leads by example. He is transparent, approachable, and listens to concerns. These are the key requirements for leading an agency that is responsible for the needs of San Diego clients and community. He is a true example of a servant leader, and I'm so proud to see him receive this award.
Today, he leads the organization with great passion and vision, transforming Neighborhood House Association into one of the nation's model human services agencies. Lead San Diego is honored to name Rudolph A. Johnson III their 2020 recipient for the Ronald Kendrick Memorial Award for Regional Collaboration.
Good afternoon. I thank my higher power first and foremost to be before you here today. Thanks to Lead San Diego's team for awarding me this great honor, named after a man who did so much within this region. I want to thank my wife, Cheryl, my parents, our children, family members, and most of all, my NHA family. I want to thank Ron Kendrick's family for allowing me to be part of his great legacy in San Diego. Ron Kendrick was a successful businessman, but was also committed to community service. He was a pillar of the San Diego community and lended his time and talents to benefit and uplift several vital organizations within this city. Executive Vice President Ron felt it was important for Union Bank to not only be present in the community, but also to take leadership roles within this very same community and drive progress. As president and CEO of the Neighborhood House Association and a proud LEAD graduate, I know from experience the benefits of regional collaboration to help drive progress. Working together with mission-minded individuals such as Carol Wallace and Michelle Anderson and other organizations, it is an important part of what I do here in San Diego to make lives better, no matter your race, creed, gender, or color. I remain committed to the education, empowerment, and wellness of every community within this region, and I look forward to continuing this important work. Thank you so much. I appreciate this honor. Thank you.
Our next award is the Charles Nathanson Memorial Award for Cross-Border Region Building. And here to present it are Leah Kuntz with Southwest Airlines and Vicki Mueller-Burke from Qualcomm.
Thank you, Kimberly. I'm Leah. Chuck Nathanson was respected as a champion of cross-border communication and development, of building bridges. This award, named in his honor, recognizes individuals who bring others together around solutions in our very unique border region.
With a background leading world-class art institutions in Mexico, our honoree is fostering cross-cultural dialogues within the community through art while expanding San Diego's reputation internationally. Let's learn more about this cultural steward and art advocate.
As the San Diego Museum of Art's executive director, Roxana Velasquez is a passionate advocate, focusing on fostering cross-cultural and cross-border conversations that inspire San Diegans.
Leaders have an obligation to wear their passions on their sleeves. That one of the ways a leader creates energy around an idea is by very publicly and prolifically loving that idea. And anybody who's ever heard Roxana talk about art is just beguiled. She is so charismatic, she is so smart, she is so knowledgeable, and she is so willing to get you excited about the ideas that excite her. And that just makes her a unique and extraordinary figure. And it's just an absolute pleasure to be around her. Her energy is infectious and captivating, and that is why she has been so deeply, deeply successful at what she does.
Throughout her career, Roxana Velasquez has organized many high-profile exhibits, nationally and internationally, distinguished by the King of Spain with the Cross of Isabel la Católica for outstanding cultural projects of Spanish art organized in Mexico. She brings her expertise to ongoing public and educational programs and bilingual initiatives to the San Diego Museum of Art. Under her leadership, the San Diego Museum of Art has published new catalogs and children's books, in addition to receiving multiple grants from the Getty Foundation and the James Irvine Foundation to fund the museum's public art program, Open Spaces, for at-risk areas in our community.
Roxana is a true leader of what we call the Cali Baja region. She's wonderful on that. So I feel very proud of this Mexican woman who is certainly a global individual and who's having a major impact in San Diego and in the entire border region. Once again, congratulations, Roxana. You not only contributed to San Diego, but you're contributing to a better world.
LEAD San Diego is honored to name Roxana Velasquez their 2020 recipient for the Charles Nathanson Memorial Award for Cross-Border Region Building.
It is my honor to present this award to 2011 Influence graduate Roxana Velasquez, this year's recipient of the Charles Nathanson Memorial Award for Cross-Border Region Building.
Thank you so much. I'm honored to receive this recognition, and I'm thrilled to celebrate innovation and collaboration with my fellow honorees at a time when our world faces so many challenges. As an art historian, I deeply believe that within chaos, contradiction, and opposing ideas, creativity thrives and solutions flourish. San Diego is a unique ecosystem due to its proximity to Mexico. We are neighbors physically, separated by the border, but we are symphonic partners in our cross-cultural pursuits. Over the past decade of living in San Diego, I've discovered a brilliant community of individuals who share in this dedication to exchanging ideas and strengthening opportunities. Together, we have brought art exhibitions that showcased extraordinary works by Mexican and Latin American artists. In addition, the San Diego Museum of Art has sent exceptional exhibitions to Mexico and elsewhere. I've participated in consequential events with Tijuana Innovadora and decisive collaborations with the Secretary of Culture and the U.S. Consul General for Mexico. It is a priority to communicate constantly with the Spanish-speaking communities in Tijuana and Southern California in order to welcome them all to our museum, your museum. These collaborations by museums, universities, foundations, and most importantly, individuals of bringing extraordinary cross-border art experiences are essential to creating new conversations and generating fresh perspectives. It is we who limit ourselves by a narrow understanding of the other and by the prejudice of the unknown. Yet ideas, innovation, creativity radiate in the face of contradiction, thus creating and sharing new heights of the human experience. Thank you all, and I extend my deepest gratitude to LEAD San Diego and to the San Diego Chamber of Commerce. Thank you.
Now, please welcome Robin Toft with Toft Group Executive Search to present the Innovation and Economic Opportunity Award.
Thank you, Kimberly, and congrats, Roxana, and all of our honorees tonight. First of all, the chat room is still open, so please make a donation. We want to help those scholarship students to actually appreciate our LEAD programs. It's a pleasure to be here to present this award that recognizes someone who is truly leading the way and fostering a community of like-minded organizations and individuals passionate about improving the San Diego economy. Our award winner is a venture capital veteran and passionate advocate for life sciences and high-tech entrepreneurs. His leadership helps lift up the startup community here in San Diego and fuels the region's innovation economy. Let's learn more about this energetic and accomplished leader.
On a mission to help grow emerging technology in San Diego, Mike Krenn fuses venture capital and angel investors into one startup community force to be reckoned with. For Mike Krenn, as CEO of Connect, it's all about building great companies and creating a world-class tech ecosystem while serving our region's small business community.
One of the things that makes Mike Krenn so great at what he does is his enthusiasm. His enthusiasm is absolutely contagious. He is so creative. He is so passionate. He truly is the Energizer Bunny that just does not stop. And his heart is just so driven by the mission to make San Diego a world-class innovation economy.
As a key influencer and part of San Diego's original technology incubator, Mike Krenn has helped build San Diego as a Silicon outpost. With hundreds of high-quality tech companies located here, he's innovated over $200 million of investments in the largest tech eco-community outside of Northern California.
He's built over 20 years of relationships with San Diego's entrepreneurs and the venture capitalists, many of them from San Francisco, that fund them. He's made a career being a matchmaker that increases and enhances the success of San Diego's innovative startups.
With a thirst for excellence, Mike is just a guy with a dream, working to make a meaningful difference. LEAD San Diego is honored to name Mike Krenn their 2020 recipient for Innovation and Economic Opportunity.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for this. It's really nice to get this acknowledgement on behalf of the entire Connect team. But I'd actually like to use this time to thank all of you. At Connect, we're a team of 10, but collectively, we are a team in the hundreds. And our job, each of our jobs, is to make more leaders with the hopes that they then go out and inspire other leaders. That's how we build community, with all of us working on different but equally important pieces of the puzzle. That's how together we make meaningful change. So thank you for all that you are doing. I'd like to add that if you are fortunate enough to have a little success come your way, because I do run into a lot of these people, don't take it for granted. Stay grounded, don't take yourself too seriously, and remember that you are a cool, fun-loving San Diegan. Own that brand and try and help out elevate others around you. And of course, you got to have a little fun along the way too, right? Which is why I'm now going to go tease my kids by telling them that I just won a cool award that they didn't, that they owe me money. And that crazy, I know, but it turns out this year you have to get 2 flu shots. So thank you. Thank you, Lead San Diego, for all you do. We really dig you. Thank you.
It's time to recognize another very important person, our Lead Graduate of the Year. Please join me in welcoming Chamber Board Chair and CEO of SDG&E, Caroline Nguyen, to do the honors.
Well, thanks, Kimberly. This award recognizes an individual who epitomizes excellence in community leadership. The 2020 Graduate of the Year truly embodies the LEAD mission in every way and has dedicated her career to inspiring future leaders and improving the lives of Latinas in our community through role models and through mentorship. This person is also a champion of SDG&E's #BeThatGirl initiative, one that's very near and dear to my heart, and it exposes girls to careers in science, technology, engineering, and math. A daughter of immigrant parents and a first-generation college graduate, our award winner's personal journey is inspiring new generations to dream big and become leaders in our communities. Let's learn a bit about Sofia Salgado Robitaille, our Lead Graduate of the Year. Congratulations, Sofia.
Sofia Salgado Robitaille is truly a Latina of influence, striving for integrity and honesty every day. At Manada San Diego, Sofia Salgado Robitaille promoted the vision of fostering a community of advocates working together to create a higher quality of life. As the new Southwestern College Foundation Executive Director, Sofia Salgado Robitaille continues to characterize a commitment to young people.
Sofia is a dedicated and dependable servant leader. She is perceptive, results-oriented, collaborative, and ethical director with extensive knowledge of the corporate, media, and nonprofit industries. Sofia is a delight to work with and know. She has developed an extensive cadre of trusted relationships throughout the greater San Diego region. Sofia's core values of integrity and honesty drive her leadership style each and every day.
What makes Sofia so special in our community and why we need more Sofias in San Diego is because she has empathy for her community people, her leaders, her friends. She leads with empathy. She's always there for us when we need her the most. She's always checking in on her friends and on the people that she serves. That makes her a great person. She's loyal. She's trustworthy. Sofia's all heart, and we just love her.
At Southwestern, Sofia is dedicated to leading the foundation to supporting student success through expanded services and programs to help increase educational opportunities. Sofia inspires the values of equity, leadership, and relationships. Lead San Diego is honored to name Sofia Salgado Robitaille their 2020 Lead Graduate of the Year.
Thank you to Lead San Diego and the San Diego Chamber of Commerce for this honor. Congratulations to my fellow honorees. I'm truly humbled by this acknowledgement. So I grew up about 100 miles east of here in the Imperial Valley. I'm a first-generation high school and college graduate. And I was always told to follow directions, keep your head down, don't make a fuss. That's so not the way of our world. So I had to learn to ask for help. It's okay to ask questions. I had to learn that I was worthy of opportunities and positions of influence. I had to learn that my voice matters. And LEAD was a big part of that education. So lucky for me, my employer invested in me by underwriting my LEAD tuition, which led to my engagement with Manada San Diego, where I found the support and the courage to take on new challenges, to step out of my comfort zone. So now I'm in a new position at Southwestern College where I'm able to pay it forward and serve students facing the same challenges that I did. So with that in mind, I know this is an incredibly influential audience. I ask you to consider being a mentor or an advisor to a young leader. And that way our community can be a great place to live. And again, so happy to be with you virtually, and thank you so much. Gracias.
Now, of course, I love all of the Visionary Awards and the honorees, but I have a personal connection with the Community Spotlight Award, which recognizes unsung heroes for their extraordinary work. That's because each year the finalists are selected from the monthly winners of the 10 News Leadership Awards, which are presented in partnership with Lead San Diego. For more on this, please welcome Jessica Abo of Wells Fargo and Leon Clark from ABC 10 News.
Thanks, Kimberly. For more than a quarter century, the 10 News Leadership Award has recognized many very, very special individuals. Through their unheralded efforts, they have achieved greatness, not for themselves, but for our community and region as a whole. We have a group of very deserving finalists, and one of them is about to be presented with the 2020 Community Spotlight Award. Let's learn about our finalists.
ABC 10 News is committed to our community, and through the ABC 10 News Leadership Award, everyday people committed to creating a better San Diego are honored for their hard work and dedication.
We have hope that even in difficult times, things will get better. To stand up not only for our own rights, but for the rights of others.
If somebody you know is having a bad day, or somebody who you don't know, and they're just there, you just smile at them to make them feel good and make you feel good.
This year brought quite a few changes. Even though we had to stop celebrating with our crowds, we carried on celebrating the good work across San Diego.
Everybody should have someone where they can look up to, someone to get them back on track.
Giving and serving others is good medicine. It's good medicine.
Tonight, we honor 12 ABC 10 News Leadership Award winners in the Community Spotlight.
Eric Lovett, Urban Street Angels. Elizabeth Washburn, Combat Art. Azim Camisa and Plez Felix, Tariq Camisa Foundation. Snooki Rico, Loving You Through It. Jan Landau, The Butterfly Project. Gordon Brown, San Diego Inner City Junior Golf Foundation.
Perry Yee, Active Valor Foundation. Bill Jenkins, Christ Ministry Center. Jill McGonigal, Kids for Peace. Chris Jones, Young and Prosperous Foundation. Charla Hank, DS Action Center. And Judy Beckett, Cornerstone Therapeutics Writing Center.
I hope that, in some way, it sounds like I've touched somebody's heart, and that means the world to me.
Tonight, we salute the ABC 10 News Leadership Award winners and Community Spotlight finalists in partnership with Lead San Diego and Veta Fulkerson. Congratulations.
This year's Community Spotlight Award winner saw a need in the community where he grew up and founded an organization to give back in a way that would help young people realize their potential by providing positive role models and life skills that would position them for the future. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2020 Community Spotlight Award winner is San Diego police officer Chris Jones, founder of the Young and Prosperous Foundation. A member of the San Diego Police Department since 2014, Officer Chris Jones saw an opportunity to promote personal and educational growth while bridging the gap between the community and law enforcement for those in the Southeast San Diego neighborhood, where he also grew up. Through the Young and Prosperous Foundation, elementary, middle, and high school students are provided resources and mentoring to support academic success and personal development. We are proud and honored to recognize Officer Chris Jones with the 2020 Community Spotlight Award.
2020 has been a hard year. From COVID-19, the death of George Floyd, and all the protests around the country, 2020 has been hard on everyone. But to receive this award during this time lets us know what we're doing is right. And that's all we need. On behalf of the Young and Prosperous Foundation, I would like to say thank you to Lead San Diego for this award. We truly appreciate it, and we will continue to be of service. Thank you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we arrive at the final award of the day, the Neil Morgan Memorial Award for Lifetime Achievement. Neil, a longtime San Diego icon in journalism, and his wife Judith were among the architects of LEAD. To present the final award, please welcome Rockette Richardson Ewell from U.S. Bank, our event title sponsor.
Thanks, Kimberly. Presenting this award is a real honor. We're very fortunate to have a representative in Washington like Susan Davis. For 20 years, she has represented California's 53rd Congressional District, and her public service career also includes time spent in the California State Assembly and on the San Diego Unified Board of Education. Her experiences as a social worker, parent, youth mentor, and military spouse have influenced her public service work, and she has sought to make substantive improvements in these areas. She maintains an unwavering commitment to her constituents as an advocate for issues that matter most, including education, military, family, and veteran support, women's empowerment, civil rights, and healthcare, all of which has earned her a sterling reputation among her congressional peers and gratitude from the countless local families that have benefited from her work. Let's find out a bit more about this remarkable leader.
Susan Davis's journey from social worker to Congresswoman is an amazing testimony of action in the San Diego community. Representative Davis's interest in public affairs and service grew out of her experiences as a social worker, parent, youth mentor, and military spouse.
Susan's work for San Diego has been so important because it has spanned decades and a host of issues that are important to our community, from healthcare to education to our military and our veterans. What she has done over her long career has been transformative, and all of it has benefited our community.
Throughout her career, Congresswoman Susan Davis has chaired committees, authored laws for women's health rights, seniors' rights, quality teacher recognition, and established after-school care programs. Her landmark legislation initiative to give women full access to medical care without requiring a referral is part of the Affordable Care Act.
So I think a trait that makes Susan unique as a leader is her humility. She's not going to be the person that's banging her chest and making a lot of noise. What she's going to do is the one that rolls up her sleeves, gets down to the table, and gets to work. That's what's made her extremely effective in doing things like ending the discriminatory don't ask, don't tell policy. Susan's willingness to set ego aside to get action is what's made her an incredibly effective member of Congress.
Congresswoman Davis was an early supporter of emerging technology funding to close the digital divide in education. She led the way over 10 years ago towards providing equal access to the internet for anyone looking to get a job, an education, or finding a home. As a member of the House Education and Workforce Committee, she's played a key role in bringing reforms and improvements to education. Now more than ever, her insights hold true.
We greatly appreciate Congresswoman Davis's advocacy for teachers, students, and education at all levels. Susan Davis is a great representative for our region because she cares about San Diego. She takes the time to learn about the needs of individuals and the communities in the district. She was one of the first people I met when I came to San Diego State, and she quickly became a great resource and valuable partner. In my full experience, she listens and she acts for the greater good.
Susan Davis continues to create opportunity for women, children, and veterans. LEAD San Diego is honored to name Susan Davis their 2020 LEAD recipient of the Neil Morgan Memorial Award for Lifetime Achievement.
A true public servant, Congresswoman Davis has always served with the best interests of the community as her guide. While this marks her final term in Congress, Congresswoman Davis's leadership will continue to positively impact so many long after her service in Congress concludes. Please join me in congratulating the 2020 recipient of the Neil Morgan Memorial Award for Lifetime Achievement, Congresswoman Susan Davis.
Thank you, Todd, and to President De La Torre for those very kind words. And thank you, Jerry, and the entire LEAD board for this award. It's an honor to receive this in recognition of our beloved Neil Morgan, who I particularly enjoyed being interviewed by in the days of the Evening Tribune. I want to acknowledge all of the Memorial Award namesakes and recognize the awardees today for their selfless contributions to San Diego. I have observed and admired LEAD since its founding. I'm very grateful for the work LEAD does to create and to connect change makers for the benefit of our San Diego community. San Diego thrives when leaders in our community can get together, listen to each other, build bridges, and take action. As my 20 years in Congress come to a close, I am left inspired by the other awardees today and the next generation of leaders watching. I am excited to see the many LEAD graduates take the mantle and continue our work to create a better future for our region. From the bottom of my heart, thank you again for this honor.
Thank you, Representative Davis. Your career is a model for successful leadership. And this has been such an exciting and inspiring program. We've honored visionary leaders who remind us of the positive power leadership can have at all levels. They have all made significant and lasting differences in our region. As we celebrate the achievements of our honorees, please take a moment to consider what opportunity you have to give back, whether it's your time, your talent, or your treasure. Your contributions, whatever they may be, are instrumental in moving our region forward because together we lead. Thank you, and have a great rest of your afternoon.